Finally, nearly 2 months later, and we've now got the replacement DJI 1kW super fast car charger, finally. So I'm stripping down the van here to get this installed. Now, because I couldn't get it off the points last time when I uninstalled the faulty one and sent back to Amazon, which then took them a month to get in touch to say they had it and they were going to fix it, which was no good. I've been now waiting for another month, basically. Anyway, there's blogs about it. There's a link to the blogs in the description below to get yourself up to speed. Right, so basically what I've got to do is put a new clamp on the negative. Make sure I don't let that positive touch anything else in the van other than this, because it will spark the shit out of everything and blow another fuse, which it did the last time when I uninstalled it because it accidentally touched something. There should be a connector cable in here. I just need to get this negative clamped, and I'm going to get me crimping gear. I'll be back in a minute. We're ready. Crimping tools, crimping tool, and various crimping bits. Now I'm going to need the Stanley knife to trim off a bit of the plastic housing. This shit is thick as shit. Fuck's sake! You big fat fucking hands. That's on solid. What a ball ache that was. It's never easy. After all the hassle they caused me, you'd think they'd throw in a 360 camera. Now this is the massive cable with fuses and basically a splitter fuse in there. I don't need all of that because I've already more or less got it all fitted anyway. In here, this is the bit I need. This is called an SDC lead, and that plugs into the DJI Power 2000, and then in here I've got the positive and the negative. Now the problem with the old one is that these got threaded and I couldn't undo them for love nor money, so I ended up having to cut the cable off, which I did here on the negative, which is why I've just had to re-crimp him. So there should be some stuff in here. There's your fuse end connector, and in there's a spare fuse, which I'll keep because reasons. 100 amp, and I presume there's one in here. Yeah, there's a 100 amp in here already, and this is your spare. Let's see what I'm dealing with, because it's been 2 months since I last looked at this. Don't touch anything, don't touch anything, don't touch anything. So what I'm going to do is take the lead out of this and use that. No, I need to go a little mini socket just to undo this. Back in a minute. So it's an 8mm little nut bolt. Take that off, take that off. See the one that's already in situ. Now remove the fuse before I do this, because then I don't want it, because there's a lot of power running around, and if I remove the fuse, obviously it removes the connection, which means then it won't zap anything as I'm touching bits and pieces with wrenches and shit. I've learnt my lesson. Here is a big ass fuse, and I'm going to remove it, and that's done something somewhere. I don't know what to though, so he doesn't care. Right, let's get this on. So there's a washer, a tightening one, and then the nut. So that's on and over. Okay, so we have the positive and the negative. Always start with putting the negative on first, they say. So here's the fast charger. It's warm, boys. Don't lose that screw, Darren. You lose a fucking screw! Cock! As it doesn't go under that board, I'm fine. Move it away from that. There's a board underneath and it's hollow. It goes absolutely nowhere. And anything goes under it is never to be seen again. Let's get everything in position. Let's put the fuse on. 1, 2, 3. Alright, before I skewer it down, let's make sure it's powered on, and then stick it into the SDC. Right. In theory, that should be showing up on my phone. So as you can see there, it's doing a software update. I'm more than 100% sure that's to do with the fast charger being plugged into it. So just have to wait. Okay, we have an update. So you can see there the input power is coming in at nearly 1200 watts, and we're going from 21% to 22% in the last 1 minute. So yeah, the output is 13%, but that is because of that connector there, which is the Starlink power lead. So that orange socket there goes directly into the van power, so that distributes power out when the AC is turned on, which it isn't currently. And that black one powers the Jackery, which also sits in there. And that's what we charge our laptops off. So where are we at? We can now see on the app the fast charger connected to DJI's Home app, which means the recharging power is set at 1000 watts. It's actually remembered the settings that I had before, and the discharge recharge level is set to 12.9. Now I don't need 12.9, so I'm just going to bring that down to 12.8 volts. So the battery in the starter battery, so the battery level in the starter shouldn't drop below 12.8. So this makes the van much more efficient than if it was, say, running off that electric system, the EVS 3820. I'll show you what I mean. So that EVS 3820 system is our AC/DC system. So you can see here it's got the mains 230 volt protection, it's got our 12 volt system here as well, and the input comes in either through the shore power, which is this lead, which connects from the outside socket. So that's input number 1, and input number 2 is from the switchover box, which is powered from this lead here. So that goes over, so this lead actually goes over to our switchover box. So it goes that way into the hole here, goes into a hole here, and then that goes into the switch box, which is on the other side of this wall, so I can get to it. And then the switchover box comes back in to that point, which fools this to thinking it's on shore power. So shore power, DJI Power 2000 power. So when we do a switchover, the power goes from 1 to 2. Brilliant. And then that is connected to this, which then runs all the power, so we're doubly backed up. And also this system has something like this, but much more advanced, more modern. It's really, really clever, really, really simple setup to do. And then that's obviously the power, it's coming in directly because shore power has been selected. So the shore power is connected, basically that lead is connected to that box through this junction here. So that's 240 volts coming through there. All of that has taken 2 months to sort out, because the first one I got from DJI via Amazon failed. It just wouldn't switch on when we were driving. So I was like, no, we need to get that fixed fast. And I thought fast would mean a week, but no, it wasn't a week, was it? No, it was 2 feckin' months. Right, I'm gonna go. I need to go get a shower because it's hot as balls in here. Rebuild the sofa area again, and yeah. If you've got a phone handy, give that a wee scan. Keep it on the screen for a minute. Give that a scan. That will take you to the subscribe button on the website. If you're obviously using your mobile to watch this video, slide down to the description. There's a link there as well. So if you're on your TV and you're watching it, scan that. And if not, link in the description below. Right, until the next video, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.